Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 100 Line Last Defense Academy, where last time we got this ending where everybody died except Takumi, and then he died. And then Nozomi went out on her own, and she found Futrins, and they seemed to be ready to help her. So, not the best ending, but definitely a really, turn in terms of, the characters, but, a very good ending in terms of story.
Hmm.
So, we have been told that there is a route back on this path that we won't be able to do until way later. But are you good to just continue going backwards like we normally have until we get to that point and then just skip it?
Uh, hmm. Do you think we should skip this entire line for now and then go right back to the beginning where we have spill kill Eito, and then when we return to
No,
rejecting humanity? Okay,
personal.
then we
I
can just
see. That's not. I don't want to do it, but I want to hear your opinion.
uh if I was the one playing, that's what I would do. But considering that we've already established that we go backward, we can just continue on with that.
Okay. Just again, my worry is that since there's just so much content, we would just lose track of what exactly was happening if we don't just go backwards. You know?
Yes, but my logic is that if we go back to the beginning and go forward, we're gonna have a reminder anyway. But if we do all of the other ones right now, I feel like we're gonna forget.
No, I wouldn't say so.
No?
Well, I mean, it's the difference between going literally all the way back to the beginning and doing a whole different path, a whole different thing, versus just going back to here. It's yeah, decide what's going to happen with Ava. Yeah, I remember what was going on, stuff like that.
Okay,
I think that'd be simpler. It would make it easier to keep track of everything going on.
that's fair. But it's also on the assumption that one of these
Yeah.
paths doesn't
Well, I mean, if it does,
split into.
then we'll deal with it. It's fine
Okay,
if you're okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, then let's just start with this one, which is going to end basically immediately, most likely. Which is where we unfortunately have to do what Sirei says.
We're coming back to a rough start.
Oh yeah, we're coming back after a 2 week break.
Yeah. And to be honest, I'm still. I think it's because of the expeditions and the battles not being all that fun that my memory's a bit hazy. But the story, especially this first arc, was phenomenal.
Yeah, so this is day 100, where, as a reminder to people who have been keeping up and not but don't quite remember. So we defeated Veshness, we took care of all that, but we realized, oh, the stuff is still gonna go off, so we need to get into the defense room and stop it. But Siri is like, no, I confiscated all of your infusers, so you can't do that. And so last time we just said, no, screw you, and Nozomi killed him. So, but now we're gonna just go with it, I guess.
No, I can't. I don't want to lose anyone anymore. The battle's finally over. I want to kill a living with my friends all here.
Huh? Then,
Hey!
Let's do what Siri says. I can't risk your lives any further.
are you sure you won't regret this?
I'm already full of regrets. That's why I want to protect what matters most. Right now, there's everyone here. I'm making this choice to protect all of you.
Takumi,
Hey, are you having fun talking without me? I don't know what you're jamming on about, but I told you what happens after this, right? Once the score transitions to attack mode, you evacuate the schoolyard where the escape pod will be okay.
Hey!
I'll be on my way then. History memories, folks. Siri left with a smile, and all we could do was watch him. And then after that, Nozomi showed up. Oh. Hi.
Takumi, everyone. Nozomi, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine, but more importantly, your talk with Sirei.
Oh, you heard? Well, it's like I was saying. I thought about it. I don't want to lose anyone else. But it's the only option.
So we just follow the plan they made for us?
I know it's not right, but I want all of us to finish this together. That's my decision.
I see. Okay. If that's your choice to kill me, then I'll accept it. We just started, Pearl. Stop. No. She's really happy to see us.
She really, really is.
We'll live with our guilt.
I agree. We got no other choice. I don't want to die for a bunch of strangers. It'll hardly forget us when invading the planet just because we stopped one attack. In the end, it was on a fight again. And we'll only continue that way until we end up dead.
You're right. I intend to follow the decisions made by our team leader. I always have.
Seeing as we've come this far, we might as well continue living, as ugly as we may be.
Squish.
No, stop! We just can't. We won't say what we could to reaffirm its choice, but as we're talking, jeez. Suddenly, the zombie let out a pain, Wimble clapped with a thud. The zombie! I hurried over and felt a burning fever emanating from her body. You're burning up!
It's okay. It'll all be over soon. It's like the cryptogoblin leaving my body. It's flaring up one last time. When this is over, the power of the cryptogoblin will be gone. This is the end of my time with this power my mother gave me.
That's how it should be. This is the real you. Immediately after that, strange music began to play through the speakers. What the heck is that? I think I know. Listen, it's a music to play for graduation ceremonies and stuff. I've never been to graduation though. My teachers hated me, so I didn't get invited.
That's not how it works.
So it started.
The most important moment of this operation will soon begin. Lost Defense Academy will now transition to attack mode.
Attack mode? What's gonna happen now?
Wait, be quiet. You hear that?
It's mechanical. Something is running somewhere.
An omnidirectional attack special defense unit.
Looks like it's time. Let's get this going quick, and we stick here what we call the attack.
Right, let's get going. Does only want to go together? Here, take my hand. Yeah, thanks.
Hey, could someone lend me a hand too? I can't see, so I can't move very fast.
I'm not holding your hand.
Oh, for the love of murder, if you insist. But don't you dare tell me a weak or anything like that.
Am I forgetting anything? Maybe I'll stop by my room before I go.
And so, following the announcement, everyone began to make their way to the schoolyard. I better get going too. Yeah, my cord's a little bit rough. Is it just your headphones acting up again?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna get new ones tomorrow.
Okay.
It does sound fine in the recording. The recording sounds fine. For some reason, it's just over Discord.
That's fine. The recording is what matters. I mean, I'm gonna send you either way, so.
Yeah, everybody was able to. Everybody during Minecraft said the same. Like, they can understand me perfectly fine. It's just my quality wasn't very good.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one. I'm not going insane yet.
Yeah, I just gotta find some good ones tomorrow.
Yeah, fair. Soon after I got to the schoolyard, everyone else started to show up as well.
Wow, we were first this time.
Wow!
It's a miracle.
What's the deal? Nothing's happening. I thought I was going to go in attack mode.
No, look at that.
Sebastian pointed to the top of the school building. It was just like I'd seen last time. Several huge missile turrets jutted out from the top of the school building.
So, that's attack mode.
Attack mode.
Those are some crazy-ass cannons.
They're going to launch a bunch of undying flame missiles all across the planet, huh?
A weapon that can destroy all life on an entire planet. What a terrifying force.
Leading up to the omnidirectional.
The intercept system? Come to think of it, I heard this last time too. We never did find out what it meant. What it means is everyone dies except for you. Well, I guess we don't need to worry about it anymore.
I remember Kerbally gave me an explanation as to why it didn't go off the first time. Why those things didn't show up. Oh, right. She said it was because this time they had started attacking the missiles, but the first time they didn't, so it didn't activate the system.
Right.
Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately. Repeat.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard.
That seems very noticeable.
An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily. Please supply the after boarding the escape pod. Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
Momentarily.
An omnidirectional attack, please depart. Repeat.
It's gonna happen any second now. We gotta hurry. I don't have my big button crisp. Hey, I was gonna get that thing, right? What's this? What's this plasma's going on? Is there a satellite? Won't be okay if there's no satellite anymore?
You good?
Yeah, I was just saying what Eva said. Like, ah!
Uh-huh.
It's alright. I think we can figure the destination. Sirei!
Even at the very end, you're still appearing out of nowhere.
I came to see you off when you told me where you flying for your odds. Just say we can figure out a destination? No sense send you to life for the satellite when it's been destroyed, right? There's no humanity left for you to meet there either.
So you did realize that. I thought the shock of knowing they were gone broke you.
I don't break, silly. The humanity isn't gone.
Well, then what? No. Okay.
We still have her, Mr. Zomi Kyofuji.
Huh?
The will of humanity wishes for the Zomi's survival. You're the last human left in this universe, after all.
So after simulating the thoughts of all mankind, now they've been wiped out, they want to stick all their hopes on Nozomi. Me?
Yeah.
Yes, it is a collective will and wish of humanity to show the survival of the Zomi Kyofuji, the last of the human race. That is also why we must complete the mission's plan. And other people's plan will let the last human survival escape. It's all for her. All for humanity.
It's like that. It's that poster. Do it for her. But literally. So this will all be because of me now? Everyone on this planet has to die because of me?
Come on! The futurists won't all be gone. We have 11 of them right here. You mean us? The mission's entered a new phase. Your survival is critical. What do you mean? Humanity's chosen a new path. Now that Kyofuji's all alone, it's impossible for the human race to continue. So she said coexist with you for futurists. And I'm hoping that you will be inbreed to create a new humanity.
Interbreed? Of course she's the one that reacts to that.
Of course. We'd like you all to reproduce, not just Kyofuji. Oh my god. The human future survivors will put a new era on this planet.
Well, I mean, yeah, that was basically implied anyway. It's like, well, if everybody else is dead, then it's gonna be just them.
A new era? Was this a 12 of us? Which of you will have babies together? My dearest parents in my head, starting with...
She ships! The will of humanity ships you two together.
Cut it out, man! It's the time for jokes! Anyway, that's your mission now. We're gonna hit a reset button on this war, and you're going to build a new peaceful world, the world of hate. We chose a few are going to purify this hideous, filthy world and build a new? Bro, why can't I say like a corny villain? He's right though. This coordinate attack is not the end. Rather, it's making up a new history. A harmonious future for new humanity right here on this planet.
It's a high price we're gonna have to pay for this harmonious future. Yeah, even if they do say that there's no creation without destruction.
This was your choice, wasn't it? You want to live on hand in hand with the friends? That's exactly why Wilfie might trust you with your new mission. Right. We chose this. I've already made my decision. I'm going to live on with everybody here no matter what happens. We all want that. We just have to make it work.
120 seconds until
120?
Special Defense Unit members.
120? Whoops, so this is all my time? Let me say goodbye. For now?
For now.
Anti flames only affect living creatures, so it'll be fine as long as the battle send me into space. Well, only one way to find out. See you later if I'm still in one piece.
Oh great, he's still gonna be around. Joy of joys.
Joy. It was there I suddenly felt it, his presence. Looks like I'm just in time.
You came! Whoa!
She came!
Whoa!
Yay!
It's a miracle!
Yeah, I have much power left. I really have time to say goodbye.
It was very explosive.
You owe this last bit of extra power to a lack of unnecessary disruptions. I'm sure all of you were conflicted, but I'm glad you make this choice. The one thing I want more than anything is for all of you to live on. That's my whole reason for being. Shion! It would be cruel of me to call you cruel for this choice. Because I feel that your lives are more important than the lives of strangers. I guess it's a really goodbye. Everyone, thank you for everything. And farewell. You fought enough. Please live your lives happy and joyfully. And with that, she advanced like a flame being extinguished.
Shion! Happily and joyfully. As much as I want to grant Shion's last request, it's just not going to happen.
We knew far too much to live out our future with any sense of cheer or joy. We lost far too much. And we slaughtered far too many. The idea of ever smiling from true joy again was like an impossible dream. No, you can do it. If you want to, that is. Huh?
60 seconds. Repeat.
The 12 of us boarded the escape pod glancing into the emptiness of space. We were completely overwhelmed by the sights unfolding outside the windows, unable to speak. And then... boom. We were just as overwhelmed by the beauty of the planet we made our exit from. That's the planet Futurum. The planet both humanity and the futurists risk everything for. Its overwhelmingly massive sea was so powerful that it seemed to consume all life and death. It was so beautiful that it made me feel afraid. The very next moment. The vision was instantaneously dazzled by a flash of light. The bombing has begun. The planet was enveloped by Shion's flames. Every last person was silently burned to an ash. It's the ending we chose. That very realization made me tremble and sob uncontrollably. In any other situation, I'd never forget this moment for the rest of my life. Right, in any other situation. She has one last thing as the counter drew near to its end in the schoolyard. If it will help you make a new world, if you really need it, I'll help you. I'll help you live without your pain.
What do you mean? Perhaps he's going to override our memories.
Memories! Already a new summary for you in the infirmary before you're back. If you accept it, you can forget all your pain. You'll live a new life in this school. It may confuse you at first, but I'm sure you'll be able to live happily and joyfully, just like Shion wanted. But all those memories would be lies. What's wrong with memories that aren't real? If reality holds too much, you can turn to fiction instead. You can live happy in a world of lies. There's no value of knowing what is or isn't true. What's important is how you feel and how you're connected to your future.
Yeah.
All of this so that you live happily ever after, hand in hand.
Oh.
I won't force you, of course. Think about it while you're on your way back. Light that had once been so bright and lit up the vacuum of space slowly began to fade. What remained afterwards, a planet looked completely unchanged. And yet it was entirely different. It was empty now. No elders, no youths, no children. All of them gone. If it's true that planets have minds of their own, I wonder what this one is thinking.
It's probably thinking, wow, that kind of hurt a little bit. What was that? Jake? Like, it's like it just gets, like, burned for a second. It's like, what the hell was that?
Will it accept us after everything we've done? I don't know. I have no idea, but we have no choice but to live on. We're the ones who have to press on and believe in our decision. I've already made up my mind.
I wonder what he chose. Because honestly, like, I could see it going either way.
I can see it going either way as well. I think that's exactly why they left it up for your interpretation.
I feel like oh. Day 1. Less?
We're back?
Where am I?
I came to with my head resting on a hard wooden desk. My head was still felt fuzzy, trying to make sense of my surroundings.
Classroom?
Did I fall asleep on my desk? Is this my desk? How did I even get here? I remember the thing.
What happened to me?
Looking around the classroom only brought more questions. Several of my own age were also here. Each of them slumped over desks like a moment ago.
Huh?
Huh? Huh?
Where am I? Who are you guys?
How did I get here? I never met any of them before. Judging from the uneasy glances, they were all thrown around. Nobody else seemed to know each other either. Just what is this place anyways? Gonna mess up classroom?
More importantly, I don't know why, but I can't remember anything.
Huh? I don't remember anything either. All I know is the pretty girl next to me is my little sister.
Where am I? Who am I? I'm in the same boat. All I can remember is that I'm a beautiful pro wrestler.
A pro wrestler? So that's why she's dressed like that.
Looks like everyone here has amnesia then.
Amnesia? How's that shit about it?
I guess I just have that kind of personality.
How bizarre. I remember some parts of my personality that killed him. For me, I remember as always being a family of physicians, but nothing else.
He's no longer an assassin! Woo!
I remember that was really popular in class. What? Oh.
Okay,
so,
okay. I do admit, if Sirei was like, okay, I'm going to help fix them, like he made it so that Yugamu is not like a assassin, and he made it so that Shoma was popular and not alone. That's actually really nice of him. So like, if I have to erase their memories, I'm at least gonna make them better people. Like that's kind of nice, at least.
I mean, I guess, but he also caused like the extinction of his species. So.
Well, I mean, technically we did.
All I remember is how much I love humanity. He loves humanity. What does that even mean? Well, the thing about me is I was raised in the average family in the average way, so I didn't really have anything in particular before the book had finished something to interpret for them. Words appear on a blackboard with a sudden chime of a bell. Huh? Greet the commanding officer! Did somebody say commanding officer? That's me! What? What's that? It is my pleasure to welcome you all to Last Defense Academy!
Last Defense Academy?
Yeah.
you all transferred to this academy for a very special reason. Transfer! I have a mission for you, Kira, here at a fine institution. There's someone we need to protect at all costs, and that is yourselves. We all want you to protect yourselves. Ourselves?
Yeah.
You see, you are the final 12 survivors of an annihilated world.
An annihilated world?
Final survivors?
So you just have one important responsibility to handle here. You need to stay alive no matter what. You'll need to develop this planet and create a new civilization. You'll have to build this world from the ground up. You're free to develop facilities that can withstand environmental threats, or even to grow new organisms using synthetic DNA. You'll make friends, fall in love, and sometimes maybe even fight with each other as you join hands and live caring lives. Yours is not to reason why. Yours is just to live your lives. Now get out there and live like you've never lived before!
Reset.
Definitely like the other one more. It's not even close.
What would you choose?
I would live in my guilt personally. If it were me, I feel like I wouldn't deserve to like live in ignorance, knowing I could just wiped out like entire species just for like my own survival.
Yeah, that's fair. I honestly don't know which one I choose. Hmm. I feel like I probably would choose to live with it. I don't know.
We go back.
I don't know how this is gonna change much. But I guess we'll find out.
I know you try to repent, but no, you're not joining our team.
No.
Because Takumi hates you. We don't reciprocate your
Takumi.
love.
We don't love you. We're not gay in this timeline.
Sorry, Eito, but I just... I get it. You don't have to spell it out.
Huh? Huh.
What? My other senses have been greatly heightened now that I've lost my sense of sight. I already know what you're gonna say next, just want me to know if right.
Huh.
I can also sense how agonizing this decision is for you. So it is enough. You don't have to say anymore. I'm not interested in putting you in yet another painful position. Uh-oh.
Is it lagging?
A little bit.
Okay, I could tell because you were taking a long. There you go.
Who could blame me for not wanting me to join, right? Those glitched memories embedded in me may have been the root cause, but it doesn't change the fact I chose to do what I did.
But you destroyed your own eyes too.
Huh.
I did it because I wanted to, so I got to garner sympathy. I knew something like this wasn't going to be enough to regain their trust. I knew I wouldn't conveniently make us friends again. I knew all this, but I still couldn't stop myself from holding out hope. I may lie to people on the outside, but I never lied to myself. It goes against my nature. settle if you allow this public nuisance to be a hasty retreat.
Retreat? Where?
You're gonna leave? With your eyes like that?
The invaders will get you.
Your ugly concern is most gratifying. But there's no need to spare me any. Like I mentioned, my innocence have been greatly heightened. I expect to have no issues handling the invader that come across.
Oh.
Also, this won't be my first time leaving the academy. I probably know more about the outside world than any of you. It's still too dangerous. Just because I don't want you about to keep doesn't mean I want you to force you to leave this whole school. If you promise to stay in your cell and not interfere with any of us, you can stay. Have you forgotten this facility was built for this special defense unit? There's no place for someone who doesn't belong.
Yeah.
Am I right, Sirei? Atsuki is correct. Anyone not recognized as an ally naturally views as a dangerous element. An element that can only work to detriment can never to benefit. Therefore, he must leave. That makes it easier for me to get over my fears too. Now that I no longer have to put up with the unbearable voice and smell. You little piece of chicken shit. I'll just take right to the end, right? Huh? I shall be responsible for seeing you off. I expect you haven't gotten used to your newfound brightness yet, and may need a little bit of help getting around. It's my duty and obligation as a commanding officer. The commanding has spoken. So the rest of you can just stay put. Not like I'd see your case much even if it did come. Even if you did! Why you say that?
Huh? Why are you so concerned about that, huh? Shut up.
Besides, there's somebody to speak about in private with Sirei before I leave. With me? If you don't mind, consider my last wish. Very well. You may tell me along the way. You still consider a member to special defense you while on school grounds. Thank you. Very much obliged.
This is goodbye. Forever. You miserable freaks. And you may not think me sincere when I say this, but I pray from the bottom of my heart that you will win this war. Good luck.
After that, under Sirei's guidance, I made my way carefully through Last of Us Academy toward darkness.
Oh, we're playing as Eito!
Yeah.
Here are a few days' worth of rations of farewell gift from me. Wow! This is surprisingly thoughtful coming from someone who only really cares about victory. I continued conversing with Sirei and walked next to him in darkness. It may have been the first time we had ever spoken at leisure. A manifestation of guilt? From burying those places in my brain? Defects were inevitable. The brain, especially the human brain, is a complicated organ no one completely understands yet. It was no mean feat in one's combat ready with the limited time and resources available to us. There was no time for multiple rounds of tests or verifications, although we did conduct an endless amount of simulations. Yet even with that, I'll keep someone like me. I don't want to call this for destiny. After Sirei and I finished talking, I left Last of Us Academy behind. I remained constantly in my bed arc surroundings and moved through the city ruins. Bedarkened. What is it? Sorry, as I moved through the city ruins, use my bed to fulfill a rubble. Even though I proudly declared I could handle myself, moving around toward Dalton was still rather mentally straining. Darkness. 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 Everywhere I went, I was greeted by pure, unalterated darkness, without a speck of light to be found. I could not be sure what was on the rope ahead of me.
Ah.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm just my controller. Don't worry about it. We're good now.
Did anyone come to see me off? Even though I said there was no need. Maybe someone watched me walking away from school until they couldn't see me no more. No, that's not possible. What am I hoping for? Nobody there cares about me. I'm nothing but a traitor, about to betray. But then again, this terrible defect reflected in the repulsiveness of his creator, mankind itself. And I was equally repulsive for allowing him to lead me by my nose all this time. But by the time I realized that, I was way too late to do anything about it. I kept walking. My destination was the last defense academy. Sirei had given me directions on how to get there when I left. She said it would give me a place to hide from inclement weather, and that there were probably leftover rations there as well. So he likely told the others I would be heading there. Once they learn I won't be ending up in a ditch somewhere. Those who have been even the tiniest bit concerned about my welfare will surely be able to breathe easier. Personally, I'd rather they not feel a single shred of guilt even if anything should happen to me. They didn't chase me out. I decided on my own that I would leave. Although Sirei had given me directions, running through the ruins were outside, I couldn't tell for the life of me whether I was going in the right direction. But if I wanted to keep going, I had to put faith in the path I drawn in my mind. There was also one more thing keeping me going. I wanted to witness how things would turn out for the others on Day 100. They were special to me, even if we didn't manage to become friends. To someone like me, who used to be disgusted at the mere thought of having to coexist with humans, I now knew those were just fake memories implanted in me. Still, those were humans with whom I had spent a staggering amount of time. Even after discovering we were actually empty inside, that everything had been lies built upon lies. They still chose to support each other and place through a trail of true destiny. There was nothing we could trust, nobody we could lean on. Fake memories, fake goals, fake backgrounds, fake families, fake friends, fake love, and fake hatred. Empty vessels made of fabricated falsehoods. That was all we were. What could such people even believe in? And yet we chose to believe in each other and to fight for each other to the end. The revolting appearance, smell, and voices still disgusted me to no end, but the feel of camaraderie still shared was as real as it came. Watching them had made me forget all I had done and start wishing I could be a part of that too. But they weren't naive. Closing my eyes was a show of my commitment. Was never going to be enough to convince him to let a repeat trail like me onto the team. I'd been ready to face rejection, but deep down, it was just a short, fleeting moment. I entertained the thought that they might forgive me after all. This is an indulgent thought that was when I had become so naive. But now was not the time to dwell on such thoughts. I had to focus on walking. I arrived somewhere as long as I kept going. All I could do now was to keep walking and pray that I would eventually reach the second campus. Pray? No God would listen to the prayers of an empty shell like me. Phew. Darkness clung to me. From the skies above to the ground below, I could see was unalterated darkness. No greenness, no flickering, just plain blackness. I read in a book that humans invented fire out of the fear of the darkness of night. When I read that, I marked them as weaklings in my mind. The birth of fire led to the birth of war. Humans would burn themselves in the very same fire they sought. There would have been peace had I not created such a thing and simply endured the darkness of night. How weak and hideous. I remember thinking of that once. Now, however, I knew how wrong I had been. It was not that they feared the night or failed to endure the darkness. They were afraid to not have light by their side. For light represented hope itself. And though these eyes of mine would never see light again, why was I feeling sad about that when I utterly despised everything I saw in this world?
Day 8X.
Oh, this place. After a few days of non-stop walking, I stepped into a facility that felt all too familiar to me. Right. This is... It would appear that I managed to resave the last Defense Academy after all. To be honest, I was beginning to wonder if Sirei had deliberately given me the wrong directions. I guess it's not working as a medicine. I naturally drifted in the direction of the cafeteria once I was inside. The layout of the school was almost exactly the same as the other one. I had been told. This place would shield me from the elements as I waited out the remaining days. There would be no fighting. I would have to wait here in safety until the missiles were launched and everything was over. But there were over 10 days left. I had to live in darkness until then. Or there was a faster way to end things. I opened a heavy bag and carried around and traced my finger along what was inside. I knew what it was even though I couldn't see it. And a giant flame bomb Sirei developed.
Oh, there's the Luxembourgish.
Oh yeah. Activating using human animal and powerful enough to take out even vastness. This miniaturized vision was still more than capable of reducing a human body to ashes. Skin, bones, hair, everything would disappear. If vastness comes for you, I would like you to use it before she absorbs the cryptoglobin.
Oh my. No, she only comes for Takumi.
True. That was what Sirei said, but when he handed this to me. However, I was not able to discern his true agenda. Did he really want me to blow myself up and take out vessels with me? Or was he simply giving me a tool to euthanize myself like an animal? There you are. I ran my finger around over the detonator. Everything would end when I pressed this button while infusing the human animal into it. I would be freed from it all. Free from my fake memories, false hatred, and empty existence. Free from a man called Eito Otsuki.
Press it. Come on. That's all you have to do. Why can't you just press it?
Finger wouldn't respond, I would have howled out and harshly berated myself. Even though I knew pushing the button was all I needed to do to be free from his pain, I still couldn't do it. Wanting to witness how things turned out for the Special Defense Unit was merely an excuse. The actual reason I couldn't do it was because... I realized what this feeling was. I had to laugh, despite myself. I was afraid. Afraid, fearful, spooked, daunted, anxious, scared stiff. Death frightened me even when I had nothing to live for. How could I not laugh at the irony of that? Death was no different from a life without purpose. Yet, I feared it. I put a bomb on the floor, my hands trembling. Then I sat down on the floor as well and leaned against my wall. As I did, the fatigue from a few days of walking got to me and I felt groggy all of a sudden. My consciousness disconnected in the silent darkness. Wouldn't it be nice if death visited me now? So I would simply slip in an eternal slumber never to awaken again? But no. I would never be allowed to enjoy such a peaceful end.
2 days later.
What was that? An unfamiliar voice screaming. I knew something was wrong when I woke up to that. I could always pretend like that never had happened, but my feet was already moving in the direction of the screams. As I ran, the smell of fire was so intense it was burning my nose. There was a sense of fighting. The scream was coming from multiple people. Were they trying to get away from something? I ran into the school and froze by hearing what was happening outside the school. I could hear multiple sets of footsteps getting closer. Since I couldn't see the exact location, I simply waited in the general direction of the sounds. Over here! I kept waiting. That seemed to work. The frantic footsteps became louder and louder. I raised my hands and indicated I wasn't holding any weapons. As I did, the approaching group stopped and distance away from me. They were panting hard as if they had been running for a long time. Wait a minute. Who are these people? Definitely not a Special Defense Unit. exploited natives on this planet? Were you being chased? By whom? Nobody answered me. I didn't even know if we spoke the same language. Could have been Takumi or the others chasing them, so... invaders? You can hide here if you want. This place was destroyed a while ago. It's unlikely anyone will come looking for you here. Still no response, but I sense they were listening to me. The cafeteria here stocked with more than enough food for all of us. The mystery group wasn't moving at all. I didn't even hear them whispering among themselves. They were probably communicating with each other non-verbally. Or maybe they were trying to decide who would get to attack me first. After all, to the natives of the planet, I was the invader. In case you haven't noticed, I'm blind. I don't know how many of you are here, and obviously no one will be able to attack you. Still no response. Anyway, I'm heading back inside. Follow me if you intend to hide here. I turned my back on the mysterious group and started walking. I was completely defenseless. If it killed me, they could have his hiding spot all themselves. Yet they followed after me politely. When I staggered, they would even stop and wait for out of consideration for me. One step at a time, I went farther in the building with a hand on the wall, taking care to use a route that could not be seen from the outside. Finally, I found myself back in the cafeteria with a mysterious group in tow. This place should be safe. You can eat anything you find here. After that, I went back to my usual spot and sat down again. Huh? Where was my bag? I remember I left it here. I fell around the floor next to me with my right hand full of bag then containing a damn flame pond. Where was it? What could it be? Something heavy suddenly fell in my lap. Someone had placed something there. I gently touched it with my fingertips. Here's my bag. You found it for me? I asked my surroundings, but received no response like always. I then put the bag on my shoulders so I would never lose it again. Leaning against the wall, I let my heart hear it take over. I heard the sound of rummaging for food, and it seemed like they were interested in attacking me for now. It was like they would leave once the enemies that were after them went away. And I would be back waiting for the 100 here, all alone. So that I could witness the ending that everyone made for themselves. Time later, I heard the sound of a can being opened. I guess I decided to eat the food that was here. They sat a constant distance away, but was still close enough to keep an eye on me. I hoped they got to eat something they liked at least. Since I couldn't see, I couldn't even choose the kind of food I wanted to eat. That reminded me of the 5 cans of a pig of fish I had to eat in a row last night. I inwardly nodded off even though I hadn't been feeling particularly sleepy. And thus I fell asleep while being surrounded by an unknown number of natives. Perhaps it was because I felt no animosity from them. I could sense they were friends as they huddled closer together to eat and rest in this unknown place. Maybe they were sharing their favorite foods with each other. Maybe they were exchanging jokes with each other so quietly that no one could hear. Whatever it was, the atmosphere was like a comfortable blanket over my body, warming me up and making me sleepy. Like something I once had myself until a short while ago. How did I not realize sooner what people think that had been?
Late that night.
Someone was shaking my shoulders. I sensed that I had been surrounded by a few people who were looking down at me. What is it?
Why are you here?
It was the voice of a child. A young girl who seemed about eight or 9, a native of this planet. A future child. Thinking back, I realized I'd never met anyone from this planet before. Neither during any defensive battles nor when I was with Vestas. Had I been isolated from the war? Had I been a shelter of sorts like a total residential complex?
Why are you alone?
Girl asked again. Since she was speaking as a representative, they were likely a group of children. I could sense weariness in her tone of voice. It was as if this was a tense cross-examination, and my responses were determined the next course of action. Well, one thing led to another, and I wasn't allowed to stay with my friends anymore. That's why I came here by myself.
Why? What happened?
I did something bad and ended up hurting the others. That's why I can't stay with him anymore. Upon hearing me say something bad, the girl took one step back and I stood at decision.
Were you forced out?
No. I went away on my own free will. It's
Still too dangerous. Don't leave.
It's still too dangerous to leave.
It's still no, it's exactly. It's still too dangerous. So you can say you need to leave. It's exactly that. That's all he heard.
That's what I just said to this girl too. This girl was like, "What?" You know, that expression like indicates like a reaction like,
It's like, oh no,
complete
it's so
disappointment.
stupid.
Oh no! It was so like the Kuma to say that. True though. In fact,
it was so like Takumi to mumble until he got his words out.
He's just like me for real. I want to clean those words to selfishly feel.
I love it when that happens. I make a stupid joke and then the next few lines just add on to the joke and make it funnier.
Me too. But it was pointless for me to stay. I don't belong here. I could never ever forgive myself doing the unforgivable to them. That's why I had to leave.
You can't go back anymore?
No. I can't go back anymore. That's why I'm here. What about you? Were you being chased by something? At that I could hear murmuring from behind the girl. They seemed to be discussing whether or not to reveal the answer to me.
We can't go back either.
Why not?
Because we broke our promise.
She sounds so very sad. I didn't know what the other features looked like, having only seen the commandos. But it seemed like they felt sadness, the same way we did.
She's
What
very cute.
What promises to break?
We were told not to go outside, but we all went anyway because we thought it'd be okay. But we got lost and ended up in an unfamiliar place. Monsters kept chasing us and we got farther and farther away from home.
Is that how you ended up here? I think she must have nodded. There were other people living on this planet besides the commanders and the raiders. At the very least, his children probably had nothing to do with the war. Since they were being pursued, they were likely targets as well. They were targets, even though in no way fighting back, unlike us. You don't know how to go back?
No.
There should be a map somewhere in this facility. If you can find it, you may be able to find a way back home. I wish I could help you look for it. But as you can see, it'll be very helpful in that department. So feel free to look for it for yourselves. There's children other than the girl in front of me immediately scattered about in all directions. Likely taking my advice to look for the map. There had to be a map somewhere around, since the maps were indispensable for warfare. They would surely find one if they split up. And once they did, they were likely to pull up by tomorrow, leaving me alone here to wait for the end by myself. I got a soft thud next to me, an indication that the girl in the front had moved to sit down next to me. Huh? She was so close I could touch her if I just stretched my hand out. You mean, where you trusted here, Missy? Or maybe she felt like a potential danger because I couldn't see?
No chance of forgiveness.
Huh? Oh, you mean me?
Yeah. Aren't you sad you can't go back?
Nah. It's too late for me.
Why?
Good question. Because the mistake I made was too big to be atoned for. Nobody will forgive me. That's why I can't go back.
Okay.
Just started chomping down ravenously like an normal can of food. Most likely, these children simply wanted to take a peek at what was going on outside, and had not planned to end up so far away from home. The possibility of not being able to make it back would have never occurred to them, since they broke the promise to the adults out of mere curiosity.
Maybe we won't be forgiven too.
She wondered out loud as she ate her food. Not being able to make it back home was not the only worry in these children's minds. They also fear that, like me, they won't be allowed back into the fold again. I can immediately think of a number of encouraging statements I gleaned from the books I had read. But then I'd be lying to them, something I was supposed to doing to these children. However, that also meant I now had nothing comforting to say to her, being somewhat unforgiving myself.
Do you think the same events are still going on? Because honestly, Eito being there or not being there feels like it wouldn't change very much. So do you think that the same things are still kind of happening over there? It's just we're seeing his perspective because it's something different.
Yeah, most likely, because we don't see what's over on the. Well, I guess like you can like see this route first, but like you don't see like what's going on the other academy so far. And either being there or not being there doesn't really change much. He's just in everybody, really.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering if it just meant that you would basically be playing it through the same route, just the battles would be slightly different because you wouldn't have Eito there. But no, this is actually way better. I'm surprised there's another like full sprite of a character.
Me too.
And she's adorable. I'm happy that it gave us a female too, so that we can both voice.
Yeah, my voice was getting kind of strained. In the end, Sirei kept quiet, and she said only more after that. When the children had gone, suddenly returned, they huddled back together. Their whispering voices eventually became softer and softer until everyone fell silent. With a hand on the bottom of my lap, I eventually drifted into slumber as well.
The next morning. Well, we're going to end this episode here. So thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe to see more. We will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye-bye.